They lost their money already. How this happened in the first place, they trusted the school and paid so much money. In a desperate move, financial troubles does not have a solution. Complex challenges caught in a lot of legal trouble. I just want to say, as my own personal opinion, so can you just imagine this scenario? You're an expat living in Vietnam and you want the best education for your children. So you decide to pay for 12 years of education at an American international school. And bam, you hit with a bombshell that the school has shut down because all the teachers are on strike. But you have to remember that this is not a public school in Vietnam. This is one of the top private schools in Vietnam. And this happens, so what do we do? What will our kids do? That is the story we're going to dissect today for you. So let's get started. So hello everybody, my name is Ken Duong with over 15 years of experience helping expats come, live, work, retire in Vietnam, including helping find their kids the best education possible. And that is what we're going to talk about today. But before I get into that, I want to make sure that you become a subscriber of our YouTube channel. I appreciate a lot of you already because we're at over 45,000 subscribers, but still 80% of you are not subscribed. So take 2 seconds just to click subscribe so that we can have more subscribers, more content, and a little bit of money to make better quality videos for you. Thank you very much for subscribing, and we'll get back into the video right now. Before we go deep into the story, we have to know a little bit about the history of the school. It is the American International School of Vietnam, which is AISVN. It started in 2006, and now it currently enrolls roughly 1,210 students with a very hefty price tag ranging from $12,000 up to $29,000 in tuition per year, depending on the grade level. So this is one of the first private schools in Vietnam and is possibly still one of the most expensive. The cost of tuition may appear high. However, the parents felt that it was enough quality and worth it to pay for the best education for their children. And that's why they trusted the school and paid so much money. But beneath all of this excellence, there was something brewing. As of March 20th, 2024, AISVN had roughly 129 foreign teachers, 26 Vietnamese teachers, 103 employees, but 85 out of the 155 teachers had resigned. With the school year coming to an end, the parents were scrambling for options for their children and also what to do with their financial investments, while the school did not give many options to them. The school's financial troubles, although apparent since 2018, painted a picture of instability. However, people were unaware until it became a breaking point. The unraveling of the situation started in September of last year when teachers were being delayed of their salaries. Although there were promises of reinforcements for new investors in October by the Department of Education within the school, but that did not pan out, and thus a cascade of resignations happened in March 2024. To complicate matters even further, the school's head, Miss Nguyễn Thị Úc Em, was also caught in a lot of legal trouble. Not only was the school under investigation for corruption, but Miss M was also prevented from going outside of the country due to outstanding personal tax debt. So after the kids came back from spring break, they were greeted with closed doors. Even as of March 18th, due to the teachers not having been paid and a lack of staff, the school was not able to welcome the students back even through the spring break period. In a desperate move, M reached out to the parents asking for an extraordinary $5 million to keep the school afloat. With that, the city authorities met and came up with a collective plan for the parents to provide financial support to keep the school open until June. And a super remarkable outcome. The school actually came up with a plan that convinced 900 parents, remember, they lost their money already, to put in $712,000 to continue the school's opening. And the school came up with a 3-option payment plan. Number 1, a full refund of the entire package. Number 2, a non-refundable education fee from the 1st to the 12th grade. And finally, an annual tuition fee just like other schools. So you should guess which option the parents chose. So with the most recent update, all foreign teachers have been paid their entire salaries for January and February, and also their rent money for February as well. Also, all the Vietnamese teachers have been paid 50% of all their February salaries, in addition to a plan to pay the rest of their salaries around the 3rd of April. Furthermore, the Education Department reported that on April 2nd, 82 out of the 119 foreign teachers have resumed their duties, and all the Vietnamese teachers, including the staff, roughly 100 people, have consented to return and have returned to work. However, up until now, AISVN still does not have a solution for it to continue operating until the end of the year. Thus, the Ministry of Education has come up with a plan to request online learning for the students. This case of the American International School in Vietnam shows the complex challenges of operating financial institutions in Vietnam. There is a high expectation of quality based on the high fees that, compounded with the instability and the inability to manage the particular schools and their operational efficiencies or inefficiencies. Despite operating at a loss since 2018, this shows a mismanagement of resources, the misuse or underutilized of the funds, and also the difficulty of meeting the high expectations from the parents and also still maintaining resources and quality financials for the students and the school. In Vietnam, in the last decade, there have been a big growth in private international schools in Vietnam. However, because of the case of AISVN, there has been an extreme loss of confidence by the parents in the private education system and in the wider community in general. So this story really hits home with me because as an attorney, but also as a father to a child in deciding to raise my children here in Vietnam, it's a matter of how do you decide which school to choose. And don't let AISV be a bad apple to impact all the other really great private international schools here in Vietnam, such as the British International School, ISMIT, Australian, Canadian, and many of the other schools as well. But just like every decision that has a big impact on your life and your children's life, you should take a look at a few of the items before deciding on the school, such as the school's financial capabilities, their reporting requirements, the students that already go into the school, looking at the results, such as international schools that they're going to, or study abroad, or traveling abroad, or going to many of the great universities here in Vietnam as well. So also, I would interview a few of the teachers, interview both the international and the Vietnamese teachers, also the head of the school, and then the other parents as well, because your child will be in an environment whereby they will have to learn with others, and that will shape their future. So I just want to say, as my own personal opinion as a father and as an attorney, don't let AISV be a bad apple in your decision in deciding which international school to have your children study in. And that is pretty much the story, but we'll continue to update you as well as it continues to unfold. So at least we have a pretty good result for the teachers and also the students. However, we really have to look in the operations of international schools in Vietnam and how this happened in the first place, and whether Miss Am will take full responsibility for her actions. With that said, what are your thoughts about this scandal and this situation? As always, please make sure you give comments below about your educational experience. If you're a parent who has kids studying in Vietnam right now, or if you have a kid that is studying at AISV, please let us know. As always, my name is Ken Duong, and on behalf of Duong Global, I want to say thank you very much for watching this video, but make sure you like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and all of our social media such as TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and any of our other social media. And thank you very much for watching this video, and myself and Gandhi will always see you on the next video.